So there's 10 games to go this season, and we have a genuine chance of getting European football. No, I'm not joking. I don't know how we keep doing it. I don't know how we keep defying the odds. What is? I don't know. It's the Derby way, apparently. It's the Derby County way. Let's get into the episode. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Derby County series. My name, of course, is Breezy, and as always, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video as well. As always, supporting the series has been absolutely fantastic so far, so let's keep it going, and especially since we're in for a very interesting conclusion to this season, our first in the Premier League. Let me show you the league table. So, 10 games to go, we sit 7th with a -7 goal difference. I don't quite understand how we're making it happen, to be honest. We're on 48 points, Manchester City in 4th are on 55 points. We have a game in hand on them. And it doesn't do our chances any harm, knowing the fact that we beat them at the Etihad not long ago. Please can we talk about that? So since we last met, where we got dumped out of the Carabao Cup semi-final by Everton and then got absolutely trounced by Liverpool 5-1 at home, we went to the Etihad in a game that I thought was no chance going to be the exact same situation as Liverpool again. We won 4-1. Conor Gallagher might be the best midfielder in the Premier League. And the thing is, it wasn't even a case of like an FMing on our part. I think we generally deserved it. Yeah, their XG was a little bit higher than ours. They did miss a penalty. Bodar it's like Gallagher, Bodar, best goalkeeper in the league. I'm quite confident in saying that at this point. But yeah, 4-1, goals from Ferguson, Scarlett, Lawrence and Gallagher. We were absolutely outstanding, and the wins didn't stop there. We followed that up with a very impressive 3-2 victory away at Leicester. Scarlett, Ferguson and Tom Lawrence once again getting amongst the goals. I mean, he's finally decided to arrive in the Premier League, which I'm being harsh saying that because he has been injured for large parts of the season, but to have him for this final run-in is very useful indeed, because he's loving life at the moment in the Premier League. Crystal Palace were unbeaten. Lise Mousset and Harry Wilson on the score sheet get us a 2-0 win before we beat Coventry 1-0 in the FA Cup with an Alexander Mitrovic winner. And that man Mitrovic stepped up once again, coming off the bench to get us a 1-0 victory with 4 minutes to go at home to Brighton before beating Watford 2-0 with 2 goals from that man Dane Scarlett. Lucas Alaza getting sent off for 20 minutes to go just to make things that little bit more interesting. But unfortunately, those run of wins were followed up by 2 defeats, this one at home to Southampton. And then it was Liverpool coming back to Pride Park. Only 2-0 defeat this time around. We went back to that 4-5-1 that was good against Manchester City. And, we conceded 3 less goals than last time. So, you know, progress in a way. But as you can see then, in terms of our European football aspirations, which I suppose we have now, there's 10 games to go. We have some favourable fixtures coming up. Today we'll bring you the Norwich and West Brom games. And then after that we play the likes of Everton, Arsenal, Leeds, Manchester United, Bournemouth, Chelsea, West Ham and Newcastle. So some difficult games in there. I don't think we actually are going to finish in the European spots, but if we can pull it, I mean, you look at the teams, like, I mentioned teams like West Ham and Newcastle, right? They are right up there with us. West Ham are in 8th, Newcastle are in 6th. So it's going to be difficult, but let's look. We're in the race for it now. Let's just enjoy it while we're here. So for the first game against Norwich, then the team at this point pretty much picks itself. No Lewis Ferguson available for a stay. He is suspended, and Tom Lawrence is still coming back from his injury. He'll be out for another 5 to 10 days, so he'll miss both games today, unfortunately. Which is a shame because, like I say, he's been playing really well in the games off camera, but unfortunately, I can't show you how good he has been on this one because he's not available. But yeah, the team at this point, like I said, pretty much picks itself. Bodart in goal, Neco Williams, Lascelles, McIntyre, Alaza at the back, Joswiak, Gallagher, Bird, Wilson in the midfield, with Lise Mousset partnering Dane Scarlett up front, and obviously Alexander Mitrovic, who's been shipping with a fair few goals recently, is a good option to bring off the bench. So Norwich City at home. Norwich are currently bottom of the Premier League. A good chance for us to get 3 points on the board. Let's make it happen. Come on, you Rams. Obviously, off the back of a couple of disappointing results in the last 2 games in the league and the cup. But again, Norwich, like I said, not having a great season. 17 points they're sitting on currently. So a very good opportunity for us to get back to winning ways as they're playing a back 5 system. So, you know, normally a bit of a struggle to break down with our 2 strikers in the form they're in this season. We should be able to, as Dane Scarlett's shot is blocked, headed away by Crow. And Harry Wilson will have the chance here to recycle it and get us another shooting opportunity as Bird into Lise Mousset. Plenty of options to aim for here as Williams out on this right-hand side, back into Conor Gallagher, who I've got to say, he's been absolutely fantastic since coming in. He's been just a different level of midfield than what we've had previously to him. So very happy with the idea over the line. I think next season he's going to be an absolutely huge player to have for us as Norwich just calmly knocking it around at the back at the moment, as the chance for us seems to have just sort of died off quite naturally. But we do have it back. Joswiak on this right-hand side into Max Bird, and he's just looking for that forward option. Again, Scarlett and Mousset, as we've seen many times this season, really good at just sort of hanging on the last shoulder and making those runs. As Scarlett, he's got Harry Wilson in space. He's going to go for goal for himself. Oh, of course he is. Harry Wilson with a fantastic strike just outside the area. And yeah, wonderful football from Derby. And 16 minutes in, we lead. Brilliant strike from Harry Wilson. It's only his 3rd goal, I think, of the 3rd or 4th goal of the season. So he's not been in amongst the goals as much as I thought he would have been this year. But I mean, when he's pinging him in like that, I mean, questionable goalkeeping from Farina's admittedly, but still, you can't take anything away from the strike. What a goal. I've got to be honest, it's not been a very action-filled game so far, as we are nearly half an hour in, but it looks like it might be another chance for us. Sustained Scarlett into Lys Mousset, who's clean through on goal, and this could already be 2-0. So he's gone for the chip. Why has he gone for the chip? Just slot in the bottom corner. I mean, he just wants to be fancy with it. I don't know why. But so far, so good. As I say this, Lys Malou with the corner, but Bodar, I've got to say, in terms of goalkeeper signings that I've made throughout all my saves in FN this year, Bodar's definitely up there with probably the best one I've ever made. He's been absolutely outstanding for us this season. And like so many games where he gets above like an 8 in his match rating, which is something you don't really see very often from goalkeepers. It just shows you how good he has been for us. As Max Bird's given the ball away there, and Norwich now have a chance to fashion a chance of their own as Crowell. It's a great ball into Timo Pukki. Bodar there, just praised him, tell him what he's done. He's dropped to his knees and let Pukki equalise. Not great timing from me there. I mean, I say not great timing from me. It's not great timing from Bodar there, to be honest. It's well worked from Norwich. It's not really great defensively from us. And Bodar sort of comes off his line and then just doesn't really do anything. Very annoying. But it's okay. We know we're not the best defensive side in the division. We've seen our goal difference, despite how high up we are in the table. So, but we are very good going forward. So I expect us to get more chances, especially against the worst team in the division. It's Harry Wilson there. And it's a great chance. I feel like he rushed it a little bit. Probably could have taken an extra touch, maybe. It's not a great finish. And it's still 1-1. It looks like it's going to be 1-1 going into half-time as well. Okay, I don't think there's any need to panic. I have told I'm not very happy with how we've been playing. So we'll try and give him a little bit of kick up the backside. But yeah, I think there is a chance for us to go on and win this one. As long as we keep doing what we, as long as we're tightening up a little bit more defensively and watch out for those runs from Pukki, we should be okay. But I say this, Norwich are coming forward again. But Conor Gallagher, love that from you. The work rate to win the ball back. And now here we go again. Neco Williams into Gallagher, looking for Joswiak. It's not a great ball from Gallagher, though, it has to be said. And now Norwich have the ball back. Lascelles, though, gets a foot in. It breaks for Stankiu, who goes for goal, hits the crossbar. Are you joking? I can't quite believe what I've just seen, to be honest with you viewers. I said earlier Bodar is one of the best goalkeeper signs I've ever seen and ever made this year on FM. I feel like he's dropped an absolute clanger. Stankiu has all the time in the world, takes the shot. It hits the crossbar, and then he's not even looking. No one's reacting to the ball. And it's bounced over the goal line. Norwich lead 2-1. Is this real life? I can't. That is a new one. That is a new one, viewers. I'll be honest. Joswiak's having an absolute shocker. I think we'll get him off and get Yusuf Fatal on instead. And in terms of other changes we can make, Lys Mousset he's not really done brilliantly. Let's get Alexander Mitrovic up there as another option. I'm not going to play him as a target forward. I'm going to keep him as a pressing forward just to see how he does with that role. But yeah, I'm not best pleased as we got a corner. Wilson swings it in. Mitrovic, I mean, it's an instant impact from the substitute. Alexander Mitrovic at the near post heads it in. It's 2-2. Right, okay, we've right the wrong of the Norwich's second goal. We've got ourselves level immediately. Let's go on and win this now. Excellent delivery from Harry Wilson, and there is big Alexander Mitrovic to draw us level. Yeah, 2-2. Let's go and get a winner. There's a highlight immediately. I really hope it's not for them. As Lys Malou has it, but gives it away to Conor Gallagher, and this is where we normally have turned the ball over before, but it's a brilliant ball to find Dane Scarlett, and the finish is so bad. We are finding joy, though, with these balls through the middle and over the top looking for Scarlett. I think we can probably make one more sub in us. It's just who can we really bring on? Again, we've not really got the option of Tom Lawrence to bring on, annoyingly. I guess Dewsbury Hall is probably the one you'd probably go for. Max Bird is having the best time of it. So we'll get Dewsbury Hall on, hopefully. He can be the man to unlock this Norwich defence and try and find us a winner. But if we drop points here, I mean, we spoke about the slim possibility of getting Europe this season. I think these are the sort of games you have to win if that's what you want to achieve in the Premier League. If we don't win this one, if we drop points at home to the team bottom in the Premier League, then yeah, it's not really great. So Yusuf Fatal brings it under control. He's in here. I mean, can he just cut it across goal, lad? He has. Dane Scarlett makes it 3-2. Come on. I mean, it's a weird one. It all came absolutely out of nowhere. I wasn't really expecting much from the highlight. The ball just is lumped forward. And okay, Craig Dawson. I mean, that's not realistic. Craig Dawson is fantastic in the air, as we all know. But he misses the header. Fatal gets to the byline, cuts it back, and there's Dane Scarlett for an easy tap in. All right, let's go 3-2. Crisis avoided. And now we just need to see the game out and not do anything silly or not have any crossbar-related shenanigans to get Norwich back in the game as Alexander Mitrovic. I mean, it's one of the best substitutions of the season, viewers. I'm going to call it now. Perfect delivery in from Harry Wilson onto the head of Alexander Mitrovic. Gets his second. Great job from McIntyre there, marking Farines and making it difficult for him to get near the ball. And just like that, we have a 2-goal lead. And in a game that was looking a little bit difficult for us is now looking fairly routine, which I'm very happy about. And the impact from Mitrovic come off the bench as well, by the way. I feel like in games where he starts, he's not that effective, but you bring him off the bench, it's just difficult for teams to deal with him, I feel like. I say this though, the game's not over yet. As Norwich come forward, luckily Dewsbury Hall, another inspired substitution, is there to intercept. And Dane Scarlett, he's away. Oh, he was nearly away anyway, but Zoe did well to stay with him and catch him up. And now Fraser has it, but Lascelles getting there. I mean, we're playing dangerous games here, viewers, as Gallagher has it. Which, I mean, I've got to say, Norwich are pressing us fairly well. They're not giving us a lot of space or time to work with. But Yusuf Attal has done brilliantly to get away from Mamba there. And he's still got the ball, Yusuf Attal. I mean, keep going, Sunshine. Into Sunshine, that's a new one. Gallagher cross it in. It's a hat-trick for Alexander Mitrovic. I mean, my substitutions in this game, I don't usually get them that right, to be honest. But I feel like every single substitute I've used so far has come on to devastating effects. Lovely work down the right-hand side from Yusuf Attal here. He's got Mumba on toast. And lovely little ball back into Conor Gallagher. The cross in. Mitrovic once again is on the end of it. And off the bench to score a hat-trick. 5-2 to Derby. And you can see why Norwich are in the bottom three. But yeah, arguably his best performance in a Derby County shirt for Alexander Mitrovic. And that is why we paid the big bucks for him. Still probably going to sell him in January, if I'm being completely honest. As Fraser goes through, good save from Boda. Tell you what, for the goal difference as well, this is huge. As Gallagher nips into intercept, plays in Dane Scarlett, whose performance has deserved another goal today. I forgot he already got one from the tap-in, but he's another one who could easily be on a hat-trick. It's a lovely finish from Scarlett to get his second. And Derby County have scored 6 against Norwich. I mean, enjoy life down in the Championship next season, lads, because I don't think this Premier Life is for you. It's lovely ball from Gallagher. Great first touch from Scarlett. And, yeah, again, Farines, questionable there at the near post. But this is great, again, for the goal difference. Up to -4 now. So, I mean, let's just keep scoring. Let's just keep scoring, lads. Gallagher gets it back to Neco Williams. And we're just going to take our time with it. I feel like the Norwich manager has gone very attacking, and now we're just getting all the chances in the world. Because the last 10 minutes of this game has been highlight filled. It's looking for Scarlett. It's cleared forward. Lascelles is going to deal with it fairly easily. And now Neco Williams, he's got a towel ahead of him. Again, the press is there from Lees Malou, so Williams is just sort of taking the easy option, going back to his defenders. Picks out Scarlett. Lovely ball from Scarlett to find a towel. And can he pick out the cross? Mitrovic is in there again. Can he get a fourth? Oh my God, he nearly did. But Harry Wilson, and he's just unbelievable. 7-2. Alexander Mitrovic has changed the game since coming on at half-time. And now Harry Wilson has his second of the game. It's 3 for Mitrovic, 2 for Dane Scarlett, and now 2 for Harry Wilson. And Yusuf Attal as well, by the way. I think he might get a start in the next game because he's come on and been absolutely fantastic. Brilliant header from Mitrovic. Don't know if that, I mean, that looked like to me on first view of the replay. Look, it may have gone over the line, but Wilson made absolutely sure of it. We're going to see it here. Oh, no, just to see that, the one time the goal line tech is actually useful. It didn't cross the line, and it is indeed Harry Wilson's goal. 7-2! What is going on? I'll be honest with you, this wasn't the plan to bring you the Norwich game, because we were meant to play Arsenal and West Brom, but the Arsenal game got moved about 3 times. I'm so glad we've ended up playing Norwich. The Scarlett nearly makes it 8. Because it's been goals galore. We've absolutely battered them. And there you go. It is the full-time whistle. Final score at Pride Park. And bearing in mind Norwich led for a little bit there. It's Derby County 7, Norwich City 2. You absolutely love to see it. You really do. Alexander Mitrovic with a hat-trick. Harry Wilson and Dane Scarlett getting a brace. And, yeah, that was good, wasn't it? On to West Brom. Hopefully we can get more of the same. Our goal difference was -7 going into that game. It's now -2. I mean, that, for me, that's more... I prefer that to the win and the 3 points, if I'm being completely honest. Just to make the goal difference look a little bit more respectable. Question is now, do you start Alexander Mitrovic against West Brom? I feel like you have to, right? The man's come on and scored a hat-trick. I mean, I know I said I feel like he's better coming off the bench than he is starting games. Maybe we play him in the pressing forward role rather than the target forward role. Maybe that is how we unlock the best out of Alexander Mitrovic. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to try and unleash the big Serbian on West Brom from the off and see how he gets on. Right then, viewers, you join us just 4 days later on the Friday night game as we go away to the Hawthorns to take on West Brom, who are down in 19th, so another team battling relegation. Again, this wasn't the plan. I was meant to try and bring you the Arsenal game, but fixtures got rearranged and I wanted to get some games done in March, basically. If we win today, then, we go up to 54 points, just a point behind Manchester City. Obviously, loads of teams have games in hand on us, but I mean, the fact we're sitting in 6th in our first season in the Premier League is mental. Be honest and get in the comment section. Did any of you think this was possible? Because I certainly didn't. Team news then, viewers. I'm a big believer in rewarding good performances, and the 3 substitutes who came on in the previous game, Mitrovic, Attal and Dewsbury Hall, I feel like you have to reward them for the impact they had when they came onto the pitch in the last game. So they all get a start in this one. Other than that, it's completely unchanged. Lawrence is still injured. Ferguson is still suspended. So yeah, pretty much, apart from those 3, it's pretty much the same again. So let's see if we can demolish West Brom, similar to what we did against Norwich. So West Brom going with this 5-2-2-1 formation. I mean, we played against the back 3 in the last game, and we were able to create chance against it pretty easily. So I'm hoping it's going to be the same case again in this one. But yeah, good episode so far today. It feels very much more laid back. I guess playing against the bottom 2 clubs will do that to you, as Alexander Mitrovic goes close. But yeah, I can't believe we scored so many goals in the last game. I'm just not used to it. As 20 minutes in, it's a chance now, hopefully, for us to create something. As Yusuf Attal, who again was so dangerous in that last game, goes back to Neco Williams. And he looks for Dewsbury Hall. And now, can we create something? Conor Gallagher, who's been so, again, I have to keep saying it, it's been so good for us since coming in. Easily one of the best signings we've made all season. As Dane Scarlett, I mean, that is an outstanding save from the West Brom goalkeeper. Is it Sam Johnston still? It is indeed Sam Johnston with an absolutely fantastic save to deny Dane Scarlett. The corner comes in, and I thought we were going to get a penalty there, but no, McIntyre apparently has committed a foul, and West Brom have a free kick. All right, half an hour in, another corner. Harry Wilson whips it in. Mitrovic is the target, and he can't get it on target. He heads it wide. He's had a couple now from set pieces, and he's proving to be dangerous. They're struggling to pick him up from the corners, and I think the way the game's going, that might well be our main method of trying to get goals here, because in terms of open play, we're not really creating anything. As we go into half-time, 0-0, definitely having the better of the game. I think maybe going positive in the second half might be the way to go here. I'm a big believer if when you're 0-0 in a game that you really feel like you should be winning, going from balanced to positive it will usually result in the other team scoring. But I think the way the game's going, we can afford to increase the tempo just a little bit and try and get this opening goal. As we are an hour in, and I've got to be honest, nothing is really happening. I can notice Neco Williams is also looking pretty tired at right back. So I'm going to drop a towel back. A bit risky, given he's on a yellow card, but Joswiak's going to come on that right-hand side. And Mitrovic, don't really think it's been his game, so at least we say a bit of extra pace up front alongside Dane Scarlett. Let's see if that can make the difference. As I'm being honest, we're seeing not a lot, but it's another free kick for us. Harry Wilson to swing it in. Johnston punches. Can we get there? Dane Scarlett brings it under control, and it goes back to Alaza. Lovely ball out to Yusuf Attal. He's got Joswiak behind him if he wants to use him, or is he going to go to the byline and get the cross in? He does look for Joswiak, and it's not a great pass if we're being honest. Thankfully, West Brom give us the ball back, and now Alaza, is he going to try something down his left-hand side? As he's taking the players on here, finds Harry Wilson. Good first touch out from his feet. Gets himself to the byline. We've just got to get the ball into the box, boys, at this point. I've got so many bodies back, though, West Brom. I think we're struggling to find space to work it into. West Brom are really basically playing for the point, it feels like, at this point. As we come forward again, this time Jamal Lascelles marauding forward. It's a great ball, though, to find Joswiak. Cut across goal, and Dane Scarlett's shot is blocked. I hate that that's a highlight. It's one of my biggest bugbears in the game this year is, like, if the highlight is going to be a player getting a shot blocked inside the area, don't show me it, to be honest. I'd rather not see it. Oh, it's interesting. What do you do? I guess we're not going to work into the box as much. We are going to play slightly higher, and I think we are going to push the lines up just a little bit. But yeah, West Brom are pretty much camping inside their own penalty box at the moment, making life very difficult for us. I have to say, it's been a very good defensive display from West Brom. I mean, Scarlett's not really having a great game either. Do you know what? It's time for a wild card viewers. Troy Parrott, who doesn't, I don't think he's played a minute of Premier League football this season. Now he's going to get his chance. Is he going to get a chance to become the hero? I mean, it'd be amazing if he did, because again, he's only really played in cup games. As a towel on the right-hand side, cut it in. There is Troy Parrott. It's a lunging challenge from Dan Burn. He does win the ball, though. Attal gets to the byline, cuts it in. Lys Mousset with his 10th for the season. And with 5 minutes to go, we have found the breakthrough. We lead against West Brom. And I'll tell you what, we've had to work for it. But it's paid off. Wonderful work once again by Yusuf Attal. He loves getting to the byline and just whipping it down low across the face of the goal. And this time it's Lys Mousset who gets himself on the end of it to give us the lead. And as long as we don't do anything stupid, we should be able to see this one out. Massive goal, though, for our season. As we are ticking it into injury time. Well, I say that, it's 2 minutes to go. But we've got to throw in Troy Parrott into Joswiak. Just take a shot, mate. He's gone for it. Johnston's let it spill under him. And Camille Joswiak. Troy Parrott assists. See, what a substitute. It's a substitute. Just linking up all the time. And Camille Joswiak, I'm just amazed because my substitutes never really have this much of an impact. But today, they really have in both games. As Parrott gives it to Joswiak, and it's not great goalkeeping from Johnson. I wonder if he was unsighted by the big, towering 6'7" Dan Burn standing directly in front of him. But either way, I don't mind. It's a 2-0 win. Ends up looking a lot more comfortable than it probably was in reflection. But again, we have to say West Brom just did spend the most of the game defending pretty much. I feel like that was their main ambition, and just get a clean sheet and 0-0 essentially. But we found the breakthrough. We left it late. 2-0 win. What a fantastic last couple of games for Derby County. And I think as well, that game and that result puts us on a 0 goal difference. So we've levelled out. In terms of goals we're conceding, it does. In terms of goals we're conceding and goals we're scoring, we've levelled out a little bit. It's still the worst goal difference in the top 6, or in the top 5, really. But I'll take that. What we'll do is, I think we'll advance forward and see what the results are, because we haven't got another game for 3 weeks after this, because the FA Cup, and obviously we're not being involved in it anymore. But we'll advance forward to the weekend's fixtures, because I'm curious to see how the other results pan out, and where we're going to end up in the table at the end of the game week. Obviously, Newcastle have games to play still. Manchester United can't go above us, which is good to see. Neither can West Ham, even though they've got a couple of games in hand on us. Who are Manchester City playing? Manchester City not playing today. They are playing tomorrow away at Bournemouth. I don't think Newcastle are playing at all this weekend, by the looks of it. Unless, no, they're playing at home to Tottenham. Okay, and Tottenham are top, which is, I hate to say that, to be honest. If Tottenham win the league this year, that will put a big sour note on this season. But the results have happened. Let's see them after the Saturday where are we going to be in the table? As Newcastle beat Spurs. Wow, okay, that's let Liverpool right back in it then if they win their game in hand. We go down to 6th then instead of 5th, level on points with Newcastle, 1 point behind Manchester City, and I'm fascinated to see if they get the job done against Bournemouth, or if Bournemouth can do us a favour and keep us in the hunt for, dare I say it, viewers, Champions League football. Again, who would have seen this coming at the start of the season? Oh my God, Bournemouth beat Manchester City. Manchester United beaten by Leicester as well. And Chelsea and Liverpool drew 0-0. This is on. 8 games to go. 54 points. 1 point behind Manchester City. I mean, I don't think we can catch Chelsea realistically. But, oh, it's so on. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is as good a place as any to leave it for today. 6th in the table we sit, and the European hunt is well and truly on. So many big games between now and the end of the season. I think, though, we come back for games against Leeds and Manchester United in just a few games' time. And obviously we play Arsenal in between that. But yeah, I think we'll come back for Leeds against Manchester United and we see how we get on in those 2 games. And then after that, I'll be honest, depending on the way the table's looking, it could well be a 3-game special to round up the season. But yeah, I think Leeds and Manchester United, those are the 2 games that we're going to bring to you in the next episode. What a thrilling end to the season this could end up being. I thought we were going to middle out and end up basically being like a mid-table finish the way the season was going. But no, we are properly in the hunt for European football come the end of this season. So make sure you do not miss the final 2 episodes of this season. It is bound to be dramatic, I'm sure. Thank you as always for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you are enjoying the series as much as I am. And if you are, again, please do drop a like on the video. It really does help the channel grow. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as well. Let's keep that subscriber number going. It's easy for me to say, apparently. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Breezy. I'll see you in the next one. Look after yourselves. Come on, Derby, we're going on a European tour, hopefully.